He's visiting the museum in where he came from. Uh-oh. 201 years of Percy the Small Engine and Friends. Peter's Museum Holiday, Episode 1. I don't believe it, said Gordon. Percy's brother has some event thing steaming off to museums in England. He needs to keep his tale a secret when he goes there. After all, he was born on the day he was about to die from the wrong medicine, said Henry. That's what he needs to keep hidden, just behind his mouth, said James. England is a nice country, but sometimes any person he doesn't know will still want to know his birth date. His birth date is 1980, 4th January, Monday. And let's just keep the fib a secret, Engine, said Percy. They talked as Billy came in. His nerves were worrying him. Why me? Billy asked his brother and his friends. Fancy the National Railway Museum people at, where is it? York wanting me to go there. They haven't seen me, or rather, they're inviting a secret engine. Or just tell them you're born in Australia, said Percy, not England. Even though you're an English train, you'll have to tell them in private. I'm talking about the harbour in the other railway, and it's changed since me and Jack escaped it. I just hope it's friendly. Are you sure my museum holiday will be fine? Billy asked his driver. Well, my aunt's died, and I think between you and me, we'll stay in the museum, because I read in the paper the harbour in the other railway has changed. But you're said as a clue. Some diesel who took your place is hunting you. Hunting me? Said Billy. Suddenly he felt the insides of himself begin to get him worried sick. He hoped his life wouldn't end up in the scrapyard, If the Diesel found him, he was doomed. There was no party the next day, so all his friends in big tree sheds watched as Billy steamed away. They ran across the island over the bridge leading to the other railway. It was a slow journey. And at last they reached the country, England. He took a drink and some coal from a siding and went on again. Another long journey later, he arrived at the museum. Said, they met the man in charge. Hello, he said. You're the train from the harbour in the other railway, I suppose? Yes, I am. I'm Billy. I think you and me and Jack should talk in private. They told the man in charge about his troubles when he was born in 1980, the 4th Monday, January, the same time as Jack, and Jack told him about the Diesel after them. If he finds us, we're toast. I'd be in jail and Billy would be scrapped when the police would force us to tell them our secret birth date. We changed where we come from, said Jack. We're born in Australia. That's our secret, not to be told in public. The man in charge was surprised at their story, and he said, I think it's best what you told me will be kept that way. I had a problem with a man named Lord Ginbit. He's been hired by mistake, you'll see. You mean he's the manager? I'm afraid so. So come on, we'll hide him behind Maynard. So they did. When he was safely hidden with Jack behind Maynard, they saw Lord Ginbit, who was hired a long time ago. He had a hatred of tank engines. Jack decided to tell Billy he'll get some help again. I'm afraid we'll have to help England, Billy. All we have to do is somehow get rid of Lord Ginbit and get a new manager. The Diesel told me he hasn't found Billy. The records say he's born in a harbour. When I get him and Jack, I'll get them into jail and scrapped. Lord Ginbit said, rather mindlessly. he suddenly saw Jack, who came out. He was about to get him and murder him, and Jack was about to try and lure him to any spot of the museum when a voice boomed. "Stop! You're a person of hatred. You should never pick on Jack and Billy. You'll pay a death penalty for being hired and about to threat them," it said. "Who said that?" "Nightmare Moon." "I don't know what you're talking about. Let me—" "Oh! Ah! My body! It's in pain!" "Oh no! A black pony!" "How dare you threat my engine friend and the little boy?" I was just doing my job then. They came here. I was about to tell my diesel I found them." "Well, it's not the way you should treat an engine and a child. You shall have to be put in jail for trying to, and I'll have a word with the man in charge that Jack shall be the manager, and I'll give him a new driver. My inside six-barrel will make you moan when then you'll die." "What about my forms?" "They will be sorted in the police records. Now I'll send you to jail." I never wanted him as my godson. "Thank you, Nightmare Moon. I'm glad you got rid of him. But what's it got to do with me being the manager?" "You will be in charge of the museum, punishing change, even your engine. And I asked Percy to come here too. He's brought him a new driver." "But he's on some work, so I transported the man here instead." "So, this is your last day of being an engine driver?" "I had a talk with Billy. I was wanting to do a job as we were on our way here." "Well, it's short living together from the two of you. You'll just have to remember, life is hard, and it has to be dealt with. It's part of growing up, but your age is unknown. You're a god of the good souls, and will never retire this job running the museum." Jack was now a museum manager, and Billy had his new driver test driving him. The new driver was good at driving Billy because he was a fast learner. Nightmare Moon turned herself back to Princess Luna. She She explained to him before she left, "Your holiday will be fine. Just keep your birth date a secret. I made your display name, but it's by itself. Thanks, Lorna. I think I'll wait and see what will be happening here." Luckily,